Chicago for real, but food. I
Thank
don't
you
try
so
the
much.
food. I don't try that.
All right, folks, we are at Chicago's
What's that
notorious Cook
spot
County
called?
Jail, and we're
40
going to be looking
something
into their drug
Street.
epidemic with the strips, the
I don't
paper
know.
strips, and this is an extremely notorious Chicago jail. I mean, just where we are right now, this neighborhood is
Notorious
hotly
jail. So
contested
that jail
Little Village
famous?
territory where we have the Two Sixers, the Latin Kings, Satan Disciples, Maniac Disciples, and all sorts of gangs just all over.
Satan disciples. For you to be Satan disciples, you really must be claiming demonic. Niggas really must be claiming demonic. Alright, gang. I ain't seen your ass in hell. I promise you that much. And if I do,
to keep it safe, which is a logistical challenge.
Fuck it, let's party.
This is a place I'm very excited to learn about. We'll bring you in just a moment. All right, back in the paddy wagon again.
They looking out the window like, who that be?
Spending any amount of time in a place like this. To do anything that frequently puts you back behind these walls, to me, is kind of a mind-blowing loop to be stuck on.
I feel like people just stupid. It's simply stupid.
Neighborhood, culture, and structure, and influences. That's one thing that if you want to change America from the ground up, we gotta increase.
All right, he said neighborhood structures and shit like that. That's only like an excuse for the first time. Even when it didn't click yet, you know, but just the first time you get locked up because of your surrounding shit. That's when it's like, oh, this ain't the place I want to be. It should only take one time. I feel like. I really feel like it should only take one time for niggas to be like, okay, let me lock in. Let me not do this shit. It should really only take one time.
Fatherhood, we gotta make reading and learning cool. We gotta make cleaning up litter.
Reading is
and taking care of
it's
the
cool,
environment cool.
But the shit. Well, for me, I fall asleep reading. I ain't gonna cap.
Who are we with right now?
I be falling asleep. Not saying it's bad, but I really just be falling asleep. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just
We're going to go into Division 6, which is one of the, about like 15 different divisions that we have right now here at Cook County.
And do you know how many officers you have on staff at a given time?
Oh, a little under 3,000 correctional officers, correctional deputies, period, and run 3 different shifts. And depending on the population a little bit, it goes up and down a little bit.
So this paper strip drug epidemic has been a big challenge.
Yeah, you know, Tommy, the whole opioid epidemic that hit us about 5 or 6 years ago in this country hit everybody and hit every aspect of society pretty hard, so it was not unusual for it to appear here.
Are conjugal visits allowed here?
No. In visitations in jail, traditionally they occur behind bulletproof glass with little screens to yell through. We've allowed to where people are sitting at tables. Not only like we encourage the kids to hug their dad when they get there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, need it?
How do you train a dog to sniff for drugs? Do they gotta like sniff it themselves?
So we're going to the basement to cook
before they know what it smell like?
A tunnel system under here. Easy to get lost.
Like so they can know what it smell like?
I mean,
hi there, how you doing?
6,000
Or since they
time,
since the smell is like so strong they could just sniff it through the bag. Or do they actually gotta sniff the drug to know? And do coke got a smell? Like, okay, you sniff it, but like is it potent like weed? Is any of those like meth, cocaine, heroin, is any of that shit like potent like weed? Because weed is potent. Because I can understand, like, you know, they searching for weed, but like, if all that shit be wrapped up, how can the dogs really smell it? I don't know.
up to 9,000, just the infrastructure that needs to happen is considerable. You have to remember, a lot of jails are kind of like paramilitary organizations. They have a hierarchy in the guards, and there's a certain way you can walk and talk, and it's almost like boot camp for criminals, bad guys. So which unit are we in right now?
We're in Division 6 down in the basement, and we're heading to the mail room.
And this is known as kind of medium security area?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, bud. Good seeing you.
So this is seized paper strips.
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the
I
major
feel like they
problems.
should make
There's
a
two
prison
things.
to
One,
where
a lot of the stuff we were getting
men and
wasn't
females could like
traditional,
date. They should make a
narcotics.
prison
And so a lot of
dating
the testing didn't show much because originally when this first hit us,
dating
they were
system.
using stuff like rat poison. They
like
were
for
using
females
smoking
and
rat
males when
Oh,
they
yeah.
locked
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
up.
Not only is the substance easy to smuggle, but it's a Russian roulette of a drug because it's almost impossible to know what you are smoking. For example, there are reports of this paper drug being delivered coated in toxic compounds like roach spray and rat poison. Now folks, the most common chemical application on the strips is synthetic weed, which is also known as K2 or spice, which as a high school kid in Illinois in the early 2010s, I experienced this stuff firsthand. It is an incredibly intense high that sometimes resulted in me having to lay down and basically hallucinate for the first 10 or 15 minutes of the experience. And this is just another dangerous aspect of the strips because it can leave the intoxicated inmate incredibly vulnerable to being attacked, or in the case of what's happening in Georgia state prisons, tied up to be extorted for money. And so now Cook County sheriffs face a tough catch-22. They can either continue to allow physical paper documents through the mailroom, which civil rights advocates would say is a protected First Amendment right, or like other jails and prisons, they can completely ban mail altogether and force inmates to receive digital copies of communication.
So none of those things would hit if you test them because they aren't illegal substances. We test enough of it just to know what it is people are trying to sneak in these days. And it's now like different variations of cannabinoids that they're doing that keeps changing. We put so much time and energy into this thing, buying machines, you know, not just dog sniffing, because none of the traditional stuff
Man,
worked.
she got
We
cake
added all this
back
stuff,
there.
and
I
then we
seen
opened up
that.
all sorts of criminal
let me chill.
investigations of
fuck is
people
that?
bringing it in.
This month, a corrections officer was accused of agreeing to
Oh, I think I
smuggle
seen
in
this.
drug-soaked papers in exchange for $2,000.
Outsiders, insiders, bringing it in the whole 9 yards, and in doing it, one of the times
Niggas
we
be,
did it,
I swear,
we,
nhoug's be dumb.
did a
Like,
search warrant, got
niggas
in the house, and
blatantly
found
be
all
dumb.
these things that this guy was using to make these compounds, and with it, he had like his formula that he was doing.
Yeah,
And
this
he
is some mad scientist
Absolutely.
kind of job.
And he was sending it out to other people too. He'd take money for it. A sheet this size would go for at least $1,500.
While filming another
paper,
story I'm working
a
on
piece of
covering
paper,
the
by the
programs
way,
offered to inmates
soaked
within
in
Cook
poison.
County Jail, I got to speak with some of the inmates about the strip epidemic, and here's what they had to say
What do you
about
make, a
it.
Is that
lemonade?
the drug people do on the streets, or is that like a jail and prison only drug?
I think it's like a jail and prison only drugs. 'Cause it's
No
like-
one's doing that in the streets,
no,
right?
No, nobody doing it in the streets. Because it's like, and here you really can't get what you get in the streets. So
And what do you think motivates people to do strips?
I think some people, when they start doing strips and everything, I think some people just be bored because jail just is like a repeated thing.
And that's why programs like this are so important.
They
because
got
it takes
pizza?
some of the boredom out of jail.
Yes, sir.
What do you think motivates the guys doing the strips to do them?
Some people don't see the light. Some people feel like they never coming home. Some people have drug addictions prior to coming here, so it's a substitute.
Te puede matar en algún momento, te pone como estuvieras borracho.
Como un zombie.
Sí, te pone como un zombie.
Now we're about to be on our way to an active raid happening where we go through a cell block
Active?
and see if there's contraband in the unit. And now we're walking through legendary doors here. Anyone that is in the streets in Chicago knows about Cook County Jail. And famous
Nigga, I'm not even
rappers
from
have been
Chicago,
behind
and I know
bars
about
here.
Cook County Jail.
King Von, Little Dirk.
Damn.
So we're walking into, I think it's a briefing meeting for the guards before they do the search.
All right, we're going to Delta Jack, right? You guys already know with our pre-briefing, half in the front. We're going to Delta Jack, right? You guys are.
Is these CO? What are these? Who these? Who these ladies right here? I'll be trying to hit on. If I was in Cook, I'd be trying to hit on them. If I seen the how you doing? What's your name? She got pepper spray on deck.
Already know with our pre-briefing, half in the front, half in the back. Everybody hits the floor. No deviation from that. Everybody hits the floor, everybody gets cuffed. When they hit the floor, make sure that you're observing, right? Make sure nobody's fiddling with anything in their waistband, trying to ditch any contraband, weapons, whatever. Cuff them. Once everybody's cuffed, a couple of you guys break off upstairs. We'll make sure the bathrooms upstairs are clear. Everybody gets assisted to their feet, escorted to the wall. Everybody gets a good pat down. They're going indoor rec. Be safe. You guys know who your partners
Nigga
are.
said be
Where your
safe.
partner goes, you go. Okay? Nobody's alone. But we gather information through various avenues
said, "Be
to determine who
safe."
has the contraband. Which person, maybe it's not on person, maybe it's under a sink, maybe it's somewhere under a water closet, somewhere they have easy access to. But through various ways of information, that's how we get it and we narrow it down. All the information together, like, okay, I heard it from here, we got it from here, we got it from here, it's all linking up, then we go hit it.
All right, here we go. You always feel the excitement in the air before a raid.
These officers are getting ready to launch a full-scale blitz on a
Only
maximum
one
security
dog?
unit. In order to
They're tweaking. I
overwhelm and
need
quickly
like
subdue
5
every single
dogs.
inmate, they are going to
They better
sweep the
be
pod
ready.
from 2 different entry points with the goal of no inmate being able to have the time to hide contraband or flush drugs down the toilet. Let's see how this goes down.
You think the inmates know you guys are coming?
It's 50-50. We usually don't hit it this late, so it might be a good chance that they don't think we're coming.
Why they? Oh, so then wait, got time to hide everything. Nigga Tommy G jogging, he's scared as hell. Don't blur it. I want to see. Inmate protection faces high security pods and you. Okay, blur their face out.
They got everyone on the ground. The first step is securing everybody. Look, you see people peeking their heads out of their cell too. But to be an inmate and to not know when this is gonna happen at any moment throughout the day, they can come in, rush you, and start the search. If you're on the side of smuggling, you have to stay on your toes at all times. What are we looking at so far?
So you have a shank made out of a screw. And then here you got what we call roaches, right? We haven't opened it up yet.
That's fine.
This was laying on the ground, this was laying on the ground.
But you think that's strips?
So usually, typically, yeah, each roach will contain multiple strips.
What's this?
This is basically what it is cellophane that's rolled, right? And they roll it until it gets really hard. And what they'll do is they'll stick it like in a sock, they'll tie it into it, and they'll use that as a weapon. Here it's a magic shave cream, but it's filled with feces.
Really?
Yeah.
Glock
A
Dookie?
biological weapon?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a Glock Dookie. How he knows filled with feces though? He opened it. Oh.
If you or someone you know have a teenager who is on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Snapchat, this is the money glitch that could get family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would be the other purpose of filling
Glock
poop in that?
Dookie?
What I like to think is I feel like we've been doing pretty well recovering weapons, right? So this is like their last resort.
Okay, so right
Niggas-
now behind us,
What you, bro, nigga, yo. You telling me your last resort for a weapon would be a Glock, would be your shit, my nigga? A Glock Dookie? What happened in these? If anything, these is my last resorts. What? Yo. Oh my gosh.
one by one, every single inmate is being searched, and a search is an unpleasant experience. I mean, some of these guys are getting their shoes taken off, socks taken off, they're getting felt around their groin area, the most common smuggling areas. Another shank.
Yeah. This is a wick.
What's that?
That's out of toilet paper.
I believe this is toilet paper. Yes, toilet paper. So what they do is they'll light one end of it. This is what they use to start, light up fires. Or roaches that you saw earlier, these, that's how they light them up.
One thing to highlight, look, so this is made out of a
And he
hailer.
touching
a
it.
medically necessary piece of equipment, but if abused, can be turned into something that can stab somebody. And this is the fine line that a jail has to operate.
I wouldn't even
is
touch that shit,
human
bro.
freedoms, healthcare, danger. Another thing to
I
note
wouldn't
here
even
is
touch
I'm
that
curious how the
shit.
segregation might work.
Unless-
So I do see Latinos.
How many of these niggas y'all think I'm be like, all right, when I get home, come for this nigga Tommy G? How many of y'all niggas think that right
Blacks
now?
mixed.
Who
Some
is
jails
that?
segregate. Some do it by gang. Some do it by age. Some do it by level of danger to society. But how you sort people is a recipe that can either make safety or danger depending on how you do it. A logistical question that every jail has to think about. So anyone that is wearing a green jumpsuit,
I pray
is
everybody
because
should
they
learn how
either
to fight,
indecently
gang,
exposed
'cause
themselves or got caught
I hope
masturbating.
no one
Tell
has to
everyone not to
go
search
through a Glock
the day room,
Dookie,
especially
get hit
when
with a
there's
Glock
none of these
Dookie,
guys
bro.
present. These individuals.
I hope everybody
if
learn
there's
how
stuff
to
hidden,
fight.
in the toilets, under the toilets.
Honestly.
The main thing with that is, this is priority. Clearing the tier, making sure all of them are gone. If there's a weapon or some drugs in that toilet, it's not
That look
going
like shit
anywhere.
on the floor.
Does each guy have a bathroom in their cell too?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the community room if they're out and about. Are they allowed to have any sort of towel?
No. Another shank.
Another shank?
I knew I saw something. Looks like to be another screw. Make sure it's just clear. This is the only division that has these where you can kind of control. Your skin's got to touch it, but see, that's a problem too. If it's not lighting with the skin, that means that it's tampered with.
And what are the implications of this being tampered with?
They could loosen these screws, which allows this to come up, exposing the wires, attempt to light fires, or just conceal contraband in there. I mean, these guys have all day, every day to figure out how to hide this stuff. So we just start from the back and just work our way this way. But every nook, every cranny has to be searched. Excess food. So I usually start with the windows, just because it's all the way on the end. They can hide stuff in there. So when we're doing this, the main thing we want to do is we don't want to mess up their stuff. We don't want to be bogus. But for us, we go picture by picture, paper by paper. These guys are ingenious. They could have 2 pieces of paper glued together with drug-soaked paper in between them, and just any quick glance, you wouldn't even notice. So this is usually a big indicator, the holes in the mattress.
Oh my gosh.
This guy, well, he had something in there. So yeah, with these books, you just essentially, yeah, these might just be bookmarks, but we got to make sure that they're just bookmarks. Because in between any of these pages could potentially be, and not even just drug-soaked paper.
That's a
either.
law book.
Staples.
At least he reading about the law.
Paper clips, tattoo needles.
At least, shit.
Really,
They did that before you got
raids
locked up,
happen
but
on a
hey.
daily basis?
Well, that's our whole function. I mean, we wouldn't describe them as raids. They're targeted searches or just regular tier searches. They have to be done. It all depends on the information we have, the intel we have. Will determine if we're going to make a strategic entry through the front door, the back door, both. If we're just going to hit a cell or 2, it all depends. A lot of planning goes into each one of these.
Have you seen any overdoses happen in these units?
Yes.
In 2023, Cook County Jail had 18 inmate deaths, and a third of those were due to drug overdoses, making this drug problem the single greatest cause of unnatural death in the facility.
The 50th time this year, the Cook County Sheriff's Office makes an arrest related to drug-soaked paper,
including occasionally the guards themselves.
This month, a corrections officer was accused of agreeing to smuggle in drug-soaked papers in exchange for $2,000.
Folks, because smuggling a
Just for
single
2
soaked piece of
bands?
paper can be worth as much as $10,000, and because it is also very difficult to detect who the dealer is that is smuggling in the drugs, my gut tells me that the economic incentives are too high for this problem to go away anytime soon.
Which would you say is more dangerous, the gang violence or the strips?
They're both just as important, right? But the paper drugs have been prevalent for the last, how long? It's really picking up steam. But the problem is that with the paper drugs, it's dangerous to not only them, but it's also dangerous to us as well. That kind of might tip the scale a little bit.
Justin Wilkes, Chief of Investigations and Intelligence.
And what's been grinding your gears lately?
Well, for the last couple of years, saturated paper inside the jail. Back in 2023, we had our first death from smoking the saturated paper, and I feel like ever since then, that's been kind of a thorn in the side of the sheriff's office.
And what is this drug?
I don't know exactly how to describe it because they're all different kinds. There's synthetic cannabinoids,
tranquilizer,
synthetic
tree
opioids,
fertilizer,
synthetic
rose spray,
hallucinogens, and
rat
so
spray?
we don't really know. Each one's different. The inmates have a term they use, and when the more potent it is, they'll call the stuff death.
Did you get something over here?
Yeah.
Can you show me what that is?
They must have had a wick and that started these on fire.
So are they making homemade joints? Do they have a piece that they're hitting?
Yeah, they're making homemade joints.
When you guys raid a cell, how often are you finding contraband?
We find it every single time.
Every single time. So it never stops.
Never stops, ever.
I know you're about to search a cell?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to search it and then walk us through what's going through your head as you're searching?
Sure. So I start from the top
all the way here, and I'm just looking for anything.
I need
that
goggles if
they
I'm doing shit like
either
these.
stuff inside of like these lights, and this came off of the top, so I'm gonna go through it, see if it looks saturated or if they hid anything in there.
How long you been doing this for?
I am going on my 4th year.
And what's it like?
Oh, you new here.
You know what? I really do like it, and it's wild.
But are you attracted to the adrenaline and the excitement?
Yeah, I guess so. And here, in between these little...
She getting cracked. Inmates is cracking that. Words to everything I love, nigga. If I'm lying, I'm flying, nigga. Inmates is cracking that right there. And what? Adrenaline rush? The excitement? Bitch, what? If I'm in there and she talking to me, I'm cracking that right there, my nigga. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. What you mean you like what you do? This is fun. Being in the jail inspecting these dangerous criminals is fun.
Here.
You cracking these
I'm
niggas,
just
bro.
looking
Word
for
too.
anything that they either
Like,
stuff inside
what?
of like these lights, and this came off of the top, so I'm gonna go through it, see if it looks saturated or
That
if they hid anything
adrenaline
in
rush,
there.
excitement. What's there to be excited about? I'd be
I am
tired. Like,
going
oh
on
my
my 4th
gosh.
And what's it like?
You know what? I really do like it, and it's wild.
But are you attracted to the adrenaline and the
Is
excitement?
she attracted to
Yeah, I
that
guess
nigga? She
so.
attracted to the
And
niggas
here,
too.
in between
Because that's where she get it
these
from.
little
The
joints,
niggas.
they stuff
'Cause
stuff too.
ain't no way.
This is just the wrapper, but sometimes they put like the Suboxone strips in here.
Those are
but
Jolly
nothing's in here.
Ranchers?
Which drug would you say causes you the most trouble nowadays?
Probably the drug soaked paper.
It looks like a very uncomfortable drug to do.
It's actually kind of scary. The way they look when they're on that doesn't look like it's enjoyable.
What do we have here? What are we looking for?
Well, we search everything, so this was tied on the door, but like this they can't keep.
I'm not gonna
it's
say
like
it.
a handmade band.
I'm not gonna
so
say
it's
it.
considered contraband because they do
I'm
get a
not gonna
shower
say
bag
it.
already. They hide stuff in here a lot.
What's that?
I found Suboxone a few times, so I always open their mineral cream.
So you're the tester?
I'll do the testing. I write down exactly what was found, like the contraband they're not supposed to have. But if they
They
bring
eating good in there,
suspected
though.
paper, this one's for synthetic cannabinoids, and then but we also have other tests. So we have the multi, could be fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, meth, MDMA, or we have the opioids test. But you basically
All
just
them
rub
drugs
on
is
the paper
killing.
that you think is suspect narcotic.
Mind you, all the drugs that they said, literally, they be serving that shit in the hospitals. They just got different labels on it. Painkillers, Adderall, Benadryl. I don't know about Benadryl. I had some Benadryl. I don't have hallucinate no Benadryl. I just been tired. I think that's chloroform. What they call that? Chloroform? That's probably wasn't Benadryl. Make niggas had sleepy and shit, pass out. But yeah, all that shit they be serving in the hospitals and medical cares and shit like that, gang. But not we. Niggas, we ain't no, you feel me? Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Once you rub it on the paper, there's like 2 vials in the test kit.
Man, nigga, what's that?
So this one, like, didn't show anything. So it's not, if it's actually something, it's gonna look like this one here.
No, this is nothing.
Like you could see the different discoloration, and it shows brown would be the
Who
cannabinoid.
is that?
This is hooch. This is jail-made alcohol. The
Let me
start
see.
of it. You can see there's a little
Those peaches, okay.
bit of the juice. But they put a lot of different things. Like one time I found one with corn in it.
Nah. They really, that's how they,
The yeast or whatever.
That's how they make
That's what
it.
they wanted to make that alcohol.
But you know what though?
It's crazy.
You know something? Jail and prison be making niggas smarter. Cause I bet you this. Whoever was doing this shit right here, they come out, boom, they have their own tequila or wine company. You feel me? They should be doing that. The niggas don't think early on. Niggas always thinking later on. Like you making alcohol in jail, nigga. You could have been doing that shit outside, making bank off of that motherfucking vodka tequila. You can make your own wine. Like, dang. Like, jail really be making niggas smarter. So I see why niggas need it. Cause jail jail be unlocking the other shit in their head to dang, how can I put it? Jail be unlocking the smartness and dumb niggas, bro. Jail be unlocking the smartness and dumb niggas,
Because it
bro.
actually
No
smells
bullshit.
like alcohol, but it also
No
smells really
bullshit.
bad.
If someone is caught smoking a strip, do they get extra time added to their sentence?
So we will charge them an additional crime. So anybody that is in possession of the saturated paper, depending on the schedule of narcotic that it comes back from the lab being, it's a lot of times it's a class 1 felony.
What is a hit on a paper strip run for in these jails?
So depending on the potency, we've seen it up to $10,000 for an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So they will
10,000,
cut those
8.5
up
by 11 sheet.
into little $25 strips.
And that's where the overdose comes in, is it's hard to judge the potency until you've tried it.
Right. Yeah, and each guy is trying to outdo the other guy.
What can a successful paper strip dealer stand to make in a month, you think?
In our one case that we had, the guy was bringing in, I don't know, so it's hard to tell because he was distributing it throughout the country. So it wasn't just here that he was doing it, but he was bringing in, I would say, over $100,000 a month.
Does it blow your mind to see people return
strips of
again
paper
and
with
again and
poison
again to
on it?
conditions like this?
Yeah, our system is broken. Prior to this, I worked at IDOC as well, at Stateville Penitentiary.
What are the differences that you've noticed working both jail and prison?
Prison, you got guys with guns watching you. Unlike here, it's more, I say it's more
Dangerous, nigga?
controlled.
Controlled?
And
Okay.
you walk in the line of guys, and you got guys with guns on top watching you, making sure nothing happens to you.
You
And
play,
then,
nigga, you play around in prison, you
What
getting
is
a
it like
bullet.
being lied
Niggas
to
ain't
so
got time to be bullshitting.
It's hard because you can't, because when you want to help
Niggas ain't
someone,
got time to be
you really don't
bullshitting
know
with
if they're
you.
telling the truth or not, or they're just trying to spin you.
Play, you getting shot,
to
nigga.
gain whatever it is that they're trying to achieve.
Protein so tasty.
Jail is like,
even
okay,
Hercules
you
calls it a
could get
flex.
out of that bitch if you act
Taste,
right.
legendary protein.
Prison is like, nigga,
If you're so pro,
like jail, them niggas actually care. Like, nigga, they probably care a little bit. Like, okay, bro, just get this shit over with. Act right, so I want to see your face again, my nigga. Prison, though, them niggas don't give a fuck whether you act right or not, nigga. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still getting paid. You feel me? Like,
well, why do you sell a course? Well, you know what? Here you go. I don't care. It's all free. I'm giving it away. We have like 6 different courses in here. The same strategies that made me a full-time trader. And we
Now that you've witnessed a raid reveal weapons and drugs, let's take you to the basement of Cook County Jail where much of the battle against smuggling is fought.
Tell me about your role in this operation.
What we do is we search the mail as it comes in. They go through all the mail. And then, but they
you don't search shit, nigga. I know an old white rich nigga when I see an old white rich nigga.
And we will open.
He only doing this
by
shit
hand,
for their interview.
And we will search everything.
Here they
He
have
don't
a
search
mailroom
shit.
and drug
He
detection
don't do a
laboratory
damn
where
thing. He don't even
specialized
lift a
officers
finger.
hand search through the packages, letters, and books that come in, and they use infrared scanner technology to hunt for
No,
the
he lifting a
invisible
finger. Never
paper
mind.
spray
He do lift a
drugs.
finger.
If you
My
were to
bad.
guess, like what are the different things we're looking at here?
Our first instinct when we look at a book, it's all starting to fade here and getting all watered.
And so there's sophisticated communication going on where they know, hey, look for pages 152 and 171,
Correct.
and that's my drug.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So the vast majority of the book could be innocent, but 3 pages are what can make someone a few $1,000.
So it is time consuming. You got to go like through each page and like look at each one might be different.
So this is a recipe an inmate wrote to somebody else?
Correct.
Okay, let me just read this out. This is a pretty crazy mixture. K2 spray, which that in itself, wild. Embalming fluid, purple can of Raid, boil the leaf with the water, nail polish remover, fertilizer, bed bug spray.
Yes.
You
Bed
guys need
bug
to think
spray.
about drugs. This is wild to put
That's
in your body.
poison, though. I
How
mean,
often
mostly
is
shit
a
is
smuggling
poison, but that's an
attempt
actual
made,
like.
you think?
I
You're
don't
supposed
have,
to
like,
die when
real
when you spray on
stats,
bug
but I
spray,
would
it's supposed
say
to
daily.
die, nigga.
Just the amount of paper that we found in here saturated with something would lead me to believe that it's coming in from every avenue that's possible.
And then you walk a weird line between inmate rights and inmate safety.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Most of them are not convicted of a crime yet. They're here facing their trial. And so they're innocent until proven guilty. And so
Niggas is not even convicted. Them niggas just sitting And not even detention. Them niggas they just there. Like, oh, I would have lost my mind too. These niggas they didn't sentence me yet, and they got me in this bitch. I could be on house arrest or parole until they sentence my shit, bro. But no, they want to put me in here, have me wait to be sentenced while I'm still. I'm, bro. You know what? My fault, inmates. The drugs now is understandable because these prison systems got y'all fucked up. What he said? Guilty until proven innocent. That's what he said.
They're facing their trial, and so they're innocent until proven guilty. And so,
oh, so I'm innocent, still convicted, bro. Make this make sense. What convicted? Let me search up what convicted mean. What does convicted mean, nigga? Convicted me meaning having been declared guilty of a criminal offense by the verdict of a jury or the then what's the other word for when they just when they courtroom formally enter the judge declaring them guilty of okay. Oh no, I was about to say, I'm like, cause you know in some jails, I think it's prison, whatever, them niggas still be locked up without being sentenced. You feel me? So I was like, nigga, what? I thought that's what he was saying. That's not what he's saying.
from
I don't think.
every avenue that's possible.
And then you walk a weird line between inmate rights and inmate safety.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Most of them are not convicted of a crime yet. They're here facing their trial, and so they're innocent until proven guilty.
Wait.
And so there's this.
Most of them is not convicted. Oh wait, yeah, then nah, nigga. If you not convicted, oh, I was right then. Yeah, nah, they got y'all fucked up, bro. Matter of fact, nigga, they got y'all fucked up completely. My fault, inmates. I understand why y'all doing the drugs now. I really do. Them niggas, bro, nigga, you better hurry up and sentence me, or I'm about to wall out, bro. Like, dang, bro, niggas gonna have to give me the death penalty. I swear, no bullshit. What you mean? How many motherfuckers haven't been sentenced yet and just sitting there doing time without the? These niggas is doing time without the time being done. How the fuck that work? I didn't even give me a time. They need to fix that, bro.
Feeling that you want to have, they have rights, and that they want to be able to communicate with their family on the outside world, and you want that for them. You just have to understand that some people take advantage of that.
Folks, keep in mind that Tom Dart and his team at Cook County could easily eliminate most of this drug problem by completely banning all physical mail, but they intentionally
That's
choose
what I would've
not to.
did. I ain't gonna
Instead,
lie. I
they
would've did
believe
some
that
shit
the
like that.
family connection that comes from getting real photos and letters is worth the risk and is a key part of the rehabilitation process.
Can you explain what's happening right now around us?
So this is the mail room for Division 6. So all mail coming from the outside, from family members, the whole 9 yards comes in here. Before we give it to them, it's examined by machines and by humans to make sure it doesn't have any type of contraband in there. But for our purposes, the big part we're looking for is drug-soaked paper, but we're also looking for everything else under the sun.
You want to check out this machine?
Yeah, if we could. This was something that we got into when things started really heating up and things were really getting difficult.
They call it a T-ray machine. It's not an X-ray machine, so it's safe for your hand. It's not gonna have X-rays, something that's gonna hurt your body. What they do is when we get the mail, you put it on here, and it calibrates to the machine. But these are 6x9s. You can select standard mail 6x9 up to 10x13s. So this is 6x9. So once you put it on, as you can see, all these red lines, and it's like an air movement. But no matter how much I try to push the air out, all the red, which is deep saturation, comes back in again. And
So that indicates there's some uneven weight distribution.
correct, of saturation, some kind of saturation, some kind of moisture that's inside it.
So you're suspect of this envelope?
Yes, this one is definitely suspect.
So what would be the next step with something that you might
So I will
identify
take
as
this,
potential
I'll take this
contraband?
back, we'll have it tested, and we'll have it sent for destruction.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Now see, this one has a little bit, this is just air, because as you can see as I can move it, and it stays gone. See, there's nothing there. So this one's good.
How do you quantify the mail that you
Imagine doing that shit all day though.
Yesterday we had,
I ain't gonna lie, that's OD.
207 yesterday, and out of that we confiscated 20.
So about 10% of the mail is potentially compromised.
That's correct. Now see, this one is extremely, there's no way I can get that out of there.
What we're seeing is that the technology's had to adapt. Crime is an interesting balance because the criminals are always innovating. They're always going to be slightly ahead of law enforcement, and then they go here, and then they go here. It's kind of like a chess match.
There's a couple things. One, they can repackage it. If it comes in, they'll just, seal it back and ship it back. Another thing is third-party Amazon. You could get a book and sell it on Amazon, and Amazon gives you shipping labels saying it's coming from Amazon. Technically not coming from Amazon, it's coming from you.
Do you ever find yourself being impressed by the ingenuity of these guys?
Oh, all the time.
What do you think it would take to have these guys harness that energy in a positive direction in the free world?
Desire to do it?
They just gotta want it bad enough. They don't want nothing bad enough. Ain't nothing gonna come out of nothing if they don't want it bad enough.
Strip is Suboxone?
That's Suboxone.
I thought this book was going to pass. Right over here, we caught another one, it looks like, guys.
The texture on this right here, you can tell it's been manipulated already.
So just to get a baseline, this is a clean sheet?
Correct.
So clean sheet, okay.
And then just go ahead and feel
drag
it.
your finger across.
Oh yeah, you could, I could look at that and know that shit been tampered with.
It takes a fine touch because the ordinary person, if they're not trained, I would just pass this. I have no idea that this is.
Yeah, no, that's right away. You can tell its texture.
Substances are making it to the city.
You don't know what wet, dry paper feel like?
Orders are made from inside to out. Unless you just completely ban paper, I don't see how you stop this problem.
Director Yassine, I run the Intelligence Center for the Cook County Sheriff's Office. Been with the department for 24 years, active as a director for the past 8 years.
How do you solve the strip problem?
Eliminate any mail coming in here and just make it all electronic.
That's for real. That's what they should do.
You know,
just video call and video
I wish I had an
chats.
answer
That's
for
it.
that. What makes them want to do it? Chasing the high? I don't know.
Currently within
They
the
ain't got no
jail
other
walls,
purpose.
Which is more dangerous, gang violence or the paper strips?
I would say that the paper strips.
Folks, that was a look into Cook County's drug smuggling epidemic. Thank you to Tom Dart and his team for letting us in. And we have another piece coming with them soon. We cover their programming, their welding, their pizza kitchen, their rescue dog program. It's really cool, innovative stuff that I'm excited to show you. And folks, if you want to support the channel, rock the Big Dog merch. Look no further than TommyGMcGee.com. Get a sweatshirt, get
This
a shirt.
was something.
Hat should be on there soon as well. Get what you like, check it out. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you next week.
This was something. No bullshit.